What's good, everyone? RagingYoshi here with another Hex Shards of Fate Road to Cosmic video. This episode, we're going to be playing a Ruby Diamond deck. This is going to be Ruby Diamond Candlekin. So basically, we're going to be using a lot of cards to make 1/1 troops. We'll be creating Candlekins and be using them to try and go wide against our opponents. So cards have abilities. A lot of my cards in this deck have abilities such as Illuminate. Illuminate will either create whatever number of Candlekin or will buff all Candlekin I have by that number. So we play 4 Guidance because Guidance is just a really good card for securing our resources. 4 Light Devotives, it's an Escalate card. So every time when we play the first one, it'll summon 1 Candlekin, then it goes back into our deck, and this 1 becomes a 2 on all 4 copies of Light Devotives. 4 Decree of Banishing, it exiles troops. And then we play 4 Initiates of Wax, a 1/3 solid blocker, and then for only once per initiate of Wax, we can eliminate. So use that to make more candles. Runic Candlescence. What this does is it'll illuminate 1, and then it has Runic. So after we play it, it'll stay on the field as a rune, and then when we have a resource enter our hand, it will replay itself. 4 Flame Lick. Deals 4 damage to a trooper champion and illuminate 1. 4 Wax Dawn, just illuminate 2. 4 Scion of Labyrinth. Leventh? Okay, I don't know how to say that. Whenever we play a not resource, we illuminate 1. That's really good. 2 Leventh, Flight, Speed, and when it attacks, we illuminate 1. When it takes damage, we get Candlekin equal to the damage it takes. 2 Lumagoth. Deploy Illuminate 4, and Candlekin we control have Speed and Crush. And lastly, 2 Primordial Sabertooth. 7 drop, but mostly we're going to be using it for its ability. Pay 2, put it back into our deck and deal 5 damage to a troop. So it's a recurring removal spell. So that being said, let us go and jump onto the ladder and play a few games with this. We're going to hope for the best here because I actually haven't played this on the ladder yet. I built it and kind of been tweaking it. I didn't show off my reserves yet. I didn't think about it. I probably should have done that. Game 1, we are going to go first. Let's take a look at this hand. 3 resources, 2 things. Runic Candlescence, good cards. I think I'm going to go normal resource, this on 2. Ruby Ice on 3, play 1. And I think I like the way that sounds. So we're going to keep on 7. Reasonable 7, 4 resources, 3 good cards. With this, we can play most of the cards in our deck. There's only 2 cards that actually don't do much right now. We might Fate Weave a resource with this Ice on 3, depending on what our 2 draws are. Let's see what our opponent's going to do. So they're playing Papa Groot. So this could be a rough matchup for us, but we do have a reasonable sideboard against a deck like this. So I'm not too scared. Alright, opponent, what are you doing? Our opponent is keeping on 7. We're going to play a Diamond Shard, and we are done. I honestly was messing around with a Diamond Sapphire variant of this deck, but I think the Sapphire cards just don't do enough. Although, to be fair, if I keep playing with the idea, I might be able to find something that works to my likings. So we are going to run out our Runic Candlescence, and we're going to end our turn. If we keep this up, we might be able to put some good pressure on the board. So next turn we'll Ruby Ice, Fate Weaving a resource to the top, play another Candlescence. So then on our next turn we'll be essentially guaranteed on turn 4 to have 4 Candlekins, and we can activate our chant power to have 4 2/2 Candlekins. And then when we activate this, we'll have 4 4/4 Candlekins. Alright, our opponent draws. Let's play another Shard. It's on 2. And he's going to run out of Vesper. Alright, and a Nightfall. So his Vesper's going to be a 2/2. That could become a problem if we're not careful. So we're going to end our opponent's turn. We got another ruby ice. So what we'll do is right now we want to create more candlekins. Now, how do I want to do this? I want to play this. And what I think I'll do is we'll run out the runic candle essence. Actually, we'll do this. We'll buff our guys with it. And we'll fate weave a non-resource. Since we drew this, what I'll do is I'll swing with my 2. See how much damage. If my opponent lets this through, they're going to trade their Vesper away. I don't think they're trading their Vesper right now. It would be really nice if we draw into a guidance, because we can go Sky on a Labyrinth into guidance for a resource, and that'll put these up to 4/4s. Because my opponent's definitely going to activate his group power, and he might pull out his big stupid, which could be really bad. This could not actually be that bad. I'm just thinking conservatively. Wait, why do I have the Heart's Whisper sleeve? I didn't put this on. I put a different sleeve on this deck. Oh, that's a cool sleeve though. And our opponent is going to trade their Vesper away. I'm actually super okay with that, since we can keep making candles. Nightfall dealing 1 damage to us, not too big of a deal. Nightfall, at the beginning of each of their turns, we're going to take 1 damage from that. So they're going to activate group power, get a Daybreak, so they'll gain a life at the beginning of the turn and we'll lose a life. Which means we'll be on a reasonable clock. And, okay, what's this? Death Chant. When a constant enters play under your control, put a random troop from your crypt into your hand. Interesting. Interesting that our opponent didn't do anything else off of that. Alright. Here's what we will do. We're going to play a resource. We're going to seek fortune. We're going to run out old girl. And I think what I want to do is I think I want to make my candlekin bigger right now. Move the combat, hidden for 3. We're on a bit of a clock, so I do want to kind of get aggressive with my candlekin. He runs his Vesper back out. He has 3 resources free. Alright. This is whenever he plays a constant, gets +1/+1 at the start of his turn. If you can choose 3 or more constants with different names, he'll gain 3 life. Groot's gonna put out his Daybreak. Alright, we need to now start being cautious of our opponent's plays. It's gonna play, use the buffer Candlekin. Definitely want to buff this guy. Make him as strong as possible. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our 2nd diamond resource now. And let's move to combat. And we'll attack with our nerd. Let's see what our opponent does. They might try to double block to try and eat this guy. I can definitely see them doing that. No, they don't. Okay, I'm actually A-okay with that. They only gain 1 life off that. We lose 2. 3 cards in hand. If they swing for 7, they're swinging for 4. I'm okay with that. I'll take the 4 on that. Deal your damage to me. And he plays another one of this guy. Oh, he's gaining 3 off this sucker. Oh, that's bad. Oh my god! Oh, I don't think we're winning this game, boys. Well, okay, Decree of Banishing, that helps a little bit. The problem is, I don't know how much we can actually do about this thing. So, resolve, eat his guy. We'll play a resource for turn. I guess what we'll do is we'll continue to combat. Will we die on the backswing? 4, 9, 14. We're at 15 life. We actually need to hold this back right now. Yeah, we actually have to hold this back right now. I don't think we're dead yet, but we're not in a good spot. Did my opponent just draw 3 cards? I thought they were out of cards in hand. Oh my god, this draws them extra cards. I didn't know that. Okay, they have a Twilight Eclipse. That's not good. Our opponent's attacking. Alright, he swings with 5 in the air. Is there anything I can really do about this right now? At the end of our opponent's turn, let's use the Illuminate 1 to summon a Candlekin, and use the Illuminate 2 to buff our Candlekins. Okay. I mean, this isn't bad, but it's not quite good enough to win. This would have been good like a turn or 2 ago. I think we take what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no. We're dead. We're definitely dead on board. Alright, let's see. What do we want against them? We want our Binding Ires because good against their deck. I think the Burning Ires are okay, but not that good. Totem Traps are pretty solid. Let me see. What's not that good in the matchup? Decree of Banishings are okay. Just deals 3 damage. It's good for picking off the small ones. We'll... 6 is a little too long to be waiting for that. I'ma say. This was really... this was okay. And we'll drop 2 Light the Votives and slide a Burning Ire in here. Oh wait, slide another Burning Ire in. Excuse me. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to drop more than that many. There we go. We took out too many Light the Votives. I'm thinking about dropping Light the Votives from this deck altogether because the card hasn't felt that good. Like, I've been like running playtest hands with it, and Light the Votives definitely wasn't feeling that great. Boom and boom. We have these for some interaction. This hand will get me to 3 resources easy. So I'm pretty okay with that. My opponent redraws to 6. Let's go immediately get our resource. And I'm happy with that. On 2, we'll... Hopefully this is a diamond resource. If it's a diamond ice, that'd be great. Let's see. We have a bunch of cards here. Like, this deck, I think this might just be a bad matchup because this deck isn't aggressive enough to put Groot under. Because you want, against Papa Groot, to try and put him under, and I want to say, like, 5 turns. Or at least have him in a bad spot in the corner in 5 turns. Let's see. What do we got? What do we draw? What do we draw? Come on. Come on, game. Opponent, what are you really going to do right now? Like, you can put stops on people's phases, but I wish people wouldn't put stops at places where they know they can't do anything. We have a Totem Trap. It's good for small nerds that are trying to hit in. Have this on 5 so long as we can hit the resources. Dude. Thank you. We'll go Diamond Shard. And I think we'll pass right now. We're sitting on 3 of our sideboard cards. Really good pieces of interaction to deal with our opponent. The question is, if my opponent drops a Nightfall, do I Binding Ire it, or do I save this for something else? Because my thought process is, if I Binding Ire, then Nightfall. That's a Vesper. Vesper's fine. Nightfall. So, Nightfall is not the most dangerous thing in the world, but it's like... Thank you, friggin' words. Angry words. Angry words. I just wish people didn't put stops in like really weird places like that. Or at least if they do, they seem like they're paying attention. I'm gonna run this out a little aggressive. I'm going to Binding Ire the Nightfall. Because here's my thought process. If they have a big stupid in hand, I don't have a way to deal with it right now. Or, in all theory, I could actually kill Big Stupid between these 2 cards. But I can kill 1 Big Stupid between those 2 cards. If you wonder what I mean by the Big Stupid, they have a 5/5 that they put out for free if they have a Nightfall and Daybreak, and they make Daybreaks off their champ power. So my thought process is we're taking the Nightfall off the table. So now they need to have another Nightfall and activate their champ power. Which I feel like my logic is sound. I'm just trying to do something here to put some pressure on the board. I feel like this deck could be really good. I just need to make some adjustments to how I'm playing and building it. Alright, Papa Groot's gonna put a Daybreak in, gonna gain him some life. He also has a stupid Vesper. Vesper's gonna deal some damage to me. Can't do too much about that. Alright, so here's what we will do. We're going to play this on 4. Let's champ power. And do I want a guidance right now for a resource, or do I want to save that for next turn? I think we'll save that for... We'll guidance now. We'll guidance now. Guidance for a resource to get into our hand. And we'll end our turn on that. This Wax Dawn, I'll use it to create Candlekins and just use one to chump the Vesper. Or I'll chump with this one and then create Candlekins post-combat. Okay, that Twilight Eclipse, which sucks. That's one of the things I was afraid of them having. Which it's one of the reasons why I wasn't sure if I wanted to Binding Ire the other thing. Right there. End of our opponent's turn. Make some more candles. Use our resources effectively. Opponent, you have no cards. Let's just play the game. So I'm going to get a really big swing in on my opponent right now. So we're going to play the Not Slow Shard right now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to play out our Big Dumb Dragon. Continue to combat. Swing with the homies. And beef up the homies. A nice quick 8-ball in my opponent's face. Decree of Banishing is going to take out my big silly. It's annoying, but it's fine. Opponent has 2 cards in hand. Another Decree of Banishing? Wow, okay. Taking out one of my candles. And then they have 1 card remaining in hand. We're taking a 6-ball from that. Ugh. guidance for a non-resource. Put another non-resource on top. We're taking 4 from this. They're gaining 5. I don't think this game is over by a long shot, but we are in a rough spot most definitely. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand to our 3. Alright, so they're gonna put another Daybreak out. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. And a Nightfall out. Okay. Continue to defense. We are going to block with our Dork. Binding Ire is pretty relevant. Gonna attack, create a candle. Problem is he's getting 2 life a turn, and my opponent's probably live drawing. Alright, what do we got here? A whole lot of nothing. Continue to combat. Swing. We got a chump blocker. See, the question is, can we win from this situation right now? I feel like the answer is no, but that doesn't stop me from trying. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That's unlucky. Yeah, that's game. There's nothing I can do about that. Alright, that's unfortunate. Quick and easy loss right there. I might need to experiment with this deck a bit more. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like this deck can do some really cool, powerful stuff, but I don't feel like it's either my build isn't powerful enough or just my build is generally bad. And also, I just want to get different decks on my channel for people because I just play a lot of I'm playing a lot of the Furiko combo, and the blue-red deck that I was playing before, I'm like not touching right now. It's like I still have it built on here, but it's like, I don't know. I don't like the way it feels too much. Although I could probably still play it fine. What I'll do is I'll probably make that my next video because I had to make changes for the last guards that I lost, and I only lost 1 in the main and I lost 1 in the side. But I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it without the last guard's vengeance, because the last guards really did help, but the card needed to go because the card was toxic in my opinion. And again, against Papa Groot. You want to know what I really wish I was playing? My Furiko combo, because I just wouldn't give a shit. Alright. This hand's pretty reasonable. We have Primordial Sabletooth for removal, Decree of Banishing for removal. We can go Diamond Shard into Guidance. Turn 2, Shard into Initiate of Wax. Turn 3, Third Shard. We have plays. I like what I feel like we can get into with this hand. Especially being on the draw, I'll always take this. Ruby Ice. I think I'll actually Ruby Ice instead of Guidancing. And what we'll do is we'll get into another resource. Let's see, our opponent goes Blood on 1, Diamond on 2 into a card. Vesper Nightfall. Just the Vesper, okay. No Nightfall. So, Diamond Shard. Initiate of Wax. This Vesper's not dangerous right now. I'd really rather hold on to these two for some big stupids. Because this is live at this point. So I'll probably hold on to this in case he drops the stupid 5/5 flyer. because I can get rid of 2 of them with these. So right now it's gonna go resource into group power. I'm just kind of concerned about what he's gonna do after that. So what I'll probably do, depending on what I draw, is resource, make a Candlekin pass, or if he puts out anything dangerous, I'll go resource, Candlekin, remove his thing. If it's nothing dangerous, I'll go resource, guidance. Okay. Oh my god, our opponent's stuck on resources. We'll just block the initiate a wax. I have no reason not to. Totem Trap. Wait, does Totem Trap deal 3 damage? I thought it dealt 2. Also, why are you playing Totem Traps? Ew. So he plays his resource late in order to bait me into losing a trade. I see. I mean, I don't know if that trade was really worth it for him. Having the 6-drop in hand, I think I really want to get into another resource. This guarantees we'll get to this on 6, so I'm actually very happy with that. I think I want to get this Vesper off the board before they run away with the game with it. Because the Vesper, I've already seen how dangerous those Vespers can be. I just don't want to put myself in a situation they can run away with the game. Just sitting on 5. Okay, this is an interesting deck. My opponent's stuck on 3 resources though, which is good for me, not for them. We're again. Oh wait, I was supposed to. I'm stupid. I was supposed to Fate Weave a resource there. For some reason, I thought I had 2 resources in hand. For some reason, like a dumb. What I think I'll do is I'll go Wax Dawn, create 2 Candlekin at the end of my opponent's turn, and then during my turn, we'll Wax Dawn, Illuminate 2. That way, we have 9 points of power, and we're spreading out our power pretty significantly. Wax Dawn. Create some Dorkos. End opponent's turn. Draw a card. Play a resource. And now we're gonna Wax Dawn. Come on. We're gonna Wax Dawn, buffing our Dorkos. Continue to combat. You got anything? You gonna start trying to kill off some of our Dorkos? I had a feeling he's gonna hero fall one of my dudes. That's fine. We're hitting it for 6 instead of for 9. But we caused them to eat a really powerful piece of removal. I'm glad that hero fall's out of the way. Silver Primordial Sabertooth. Alright, they're using another piece of removal on a Candlekin. Sure. Ruby Shards, right on time, right on time, right on time. And we play Big Stupid. I think I want to summon 4 Candlekin. Continue to combat. And we are going to crack in for 7. Based on what my opponent does, I don't think they have a way to stop this. Because next turn I'll be able to crack in for 11. I have 2 pieces of removal for whatever they put down. See, this looks so much better. See, when I'm playing these cards, that looks so good. Okay, let's see. We definitely want the Totem Traps. I just need to read the card and understand how it works. Diamond Favor, sure. And I think we'll bring in the Binding Ires, not the Burning Ire this time. This time we'll drop 2 Light the Votives. I'm debating to drop all 4, honestly. We'll keep 2 in just in case. We'll drop... Initiator Wax is pretty medium in general. Although actually she's a good blocker early, I guess. I don't want to drop this. This card did work. I think what I'll do, actually... We'll drop... 1 more of those, drop one of the Runic Condescence, 1 Initiative Wax, and then we'll get rid of... I like the Decree of Banishing. I like keeping a lot of our removal for annoying things. We'll drop 1 Scion of Labyrinth, whatever stupid thing's called. I can't pronounce the name of the dragon. I'm sorry. Bit bop booty bop pudding pops. Dragon of Pudding Pops. That's its name now. So this hand basically has 3 resources in it because we have a guidance. I'm A-okay with that. We are going to be on the draw, undoubtedly. We have a Binding Ire, Decree of Banishing to get rid of something, 2 of our big fatties. Let's see. I would like to really draw a Shard this turn or some action. Initiative Wax, I am A-okay with drawing that this turn. Because that is some action right there. I'm going to Guidance for a resource. Into a Ruby Ice. This guarantees us drops till 4. So I'm probably going to Ruby Ice on 3. So we're going to go Ruby Shard, play Initiative Wax, Ruby Ice, draw... we'll also just leave with the Decree of Banishing. I could use her power to make a Candlekin, which I will seriously consider that. Okay, my opponent's on double blood right now, so they might be missing on their what's it called? Their diamond shards. Withering Gaze. Okay, non-resource, non-troop. So that means they're either taking my Binding Ire, which is a non-bow versus them, versus me. They're taking my Decree of Banishing. That's what this comes down to. Goodbye, Decree of Banishing. If they take the Binding Ire, they're actually stupid. They literally are, the choices are between these two, because what Withering Gaze does is they look at my hand and they choose a non-resource, non-troop and put it into their deck, and its threshold will become blood. So what they can do is they can take my Decree of Banishing and it becomes a blood Decree of Banishing. Which could be frustrating. To be fair, it does not go into their hand, it goes into their deck somewhere. That doesn't make it any less frustrating though. Fam, pick... You... Okay. What? Okay, fam. You do you. I don't really know what's going on, but okay. I am sincerely confused. Like, when I say that ability is really not useful to them, like, that card actually can't hit anything in my deck. Like, I guess they just didn't want me to have it. Alright, they play this. This I think is really bad in their deck. Unless you build your deck around Fate Weaving, then I think that card's really not good. We'll play another Initiative Wax. We will Fate Weave our 4th resource. Move to combat. And we have to jam our opponent in the eye just one time. Just once. Why? Because they're going to heal it right back, so we want to keep them at that healthy 17. So, resource 4, we can go Candlekin, make them 2/2s. Alright, Diamond Ice. 4 cards left in hand. I don't understand. Yep, they get a 2/2 flyer. That's pretty good, honestly. This card doesn't in fact say it deals 3 damage. Put a random troop from your crypt into your hand. This card gets all socketed powers. Interesting. That's when it untaps. Right now he has no troops in his hand, but that's concerning. I don't know what he's planning with that, but I need to be careful. So we get a resource. What I'll do is we'll make a Candlekin. We'll activate his power. And we will... part of me wants to make a Candlekin and then buff a Candlekin. Actually, yeah. I do want to do that. I want to make a Candlekin. Then we're going to buff Candlekin. And then what we'll do is we'll do this to the flyers because we can't really do too much against the flyers. So if he swings to this dude on the ground, what I'll do is I'll actually double block with the Initiates of Wax. I do have my 2/2 Candlekins, but I'd rather him eat an Initiate of Wax than a Candlekin because these have done their jobs already. These are just 1/3s at this point. 4 cards left in hand. I guess my opponent's trying to go wide with the Hailhawks, but I just don't think that's very good in their deck. I don't know. That's just me. Shit. Just in case, we're gonna throw one of these guys in front of it too. He can only kill one thing, but I have a feeling he has tricks up his sleeve. He basically has to kill this and one of these for his guy not to die. Totem Trap killing my Candlekin. Okay. You have 3 cards in hand left. Yeah. And now you eat one of my guys and the other one just chills there. I'm A-okay with that. Alright. Do I want to start getting aggressive now? I need to hit a resource so I can cast this. Oh yeah, we'll start getting aggressive. If this Hawk blocks me, I'll Totem Trap it. Unless it blocks the Initiate of Wax. If it blocks the Initiate of Wax, I just don't give a shit. Yeah, that's fine. Block the Initiate of Wax. Dispel. So you're going to destroy my Decree of Banishing. No, sure, that's fine. Oh, one of those stupid birds isn't getting across. Alright, opponent plays a slow shard. 2 cards in hand. I feel like at least one of them is their big stupid. So, I think we might have this game. Do I want to preserve life with this Totem Trap is the question. If he's only coming across with 1 Hailhawk, I think I'm okay with this. Alright. Ripping a slow shard. That's A-okay. What I'm going to do is Seek Fortune. And I think we'll continue to combat. And we'll swing with both of our Dorkos. Let's see how our opponent responds to this. My opponent tries to block the Hellhawk. We'll totem trap that. And they'll take 1 damage, which is fine. I'm A-okay with that. 2 cards in hand, 1 Hellhawk. 3 cards in hand now. Next turn, we're going to draw into a resource. We get to play a big dumb. And then what we'll do is we'll play him, make 4 Candlekin, play him, buff my Candlekin. What are you hitting with this? Are you hitting my Candlekin? Bruh, you're rude. What did they do to you? That's fine. We'll take that. You're still rude. End our opponent's turn. Draw resource. Play this. Make us some Dorkos. Continue to combat. We're gonna hit that F4 key and swing with my homies. This card is so good once you start going along. And the fact that we have 2, oh, that's so good. Because now we're going to play this one, illuminate these. These are going to become 5/5s. And you look at my hand, bruh. Go ahead. You can't take these. They're both troops. Which do you least want to deal with? Oh, wait. You can't do anything about it. I mean, you could hero fall this. Yeah, that Binding Ire is actually doing nothing. They've played so little. Do I not see the play line? Oh man, do I make 4 more candles? No, we make our candles big as fuck. Look at these guys. Oh, they're ready to fight. But our opponent is not. Come back. We're playing a janky Candlekin deck. Okay, I think Light Devotus is actually terrible in this deck. But what do I put in its place? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our main board. I think Light Devotus is actually terrible. I haven't enjoyed it. It makes candles, yes, but I feel like it's too cute for what I'm trying to do with this deck. And I've seen like every other card in the deck but Light Devotus and been really, really happy with that. Let's see. I apologize you guys get to see this. I'm just saying if I can find something to replace the Light Devotus with. Because I haven't been enjoying the card. And like that's like me trying to like make the card really good because I like Light Devotus as a card. I mean I could put the Radiant Servants in, but I don't like Radiant Servant either. It's a 2/1 for 2 with flight. Okay, yeah, it has flight, so that's a little relevant. But it's not useful until we're sitting on 7 resources. Let's see. Let's see. Let's actually. I'm gonna try to make this really quick because I just want to find something to replace this dang Light Devotus with. We have 4 guidance in our deck already. I mean, I could put Candlelights in, or I could put 2 more Luminoth in. This makes 4. This increases our top end. We go to our bottom end, and we just need to find 2 things to put in for our bottom end to kind of help balance that out. Because we don't want too many things on the high end. Like, I could put 2 of these in. No, that's... I don't know, that's pretty reasonable because it kills something straight up, dealing 4 damage to it. Do I like that? No, I don't. I don't like that at all, actually. Crimson Bolts? Not really. I'm so undecisive. Alright, let me think. Oh, I have a baby Yeti. Look at this. So cute. I think what I'll do is I'll keep Light Devotus at 2 so I don't see it as much. But I stand by my not liking the card in this deck. I don't feel like it does enough. I don't know. I don't think the card is bad. I think it's too, like, win more. It's like, if you're winning, yeah, the card's great. Actually, no. Even when you're winning, the card's meh. It's good after you've played it, like, 3 times and you're getting 4 candles off of it. But when you're only getting, like, that 1 or 2, it's really a meh. It would be better if it said Illuminate, but if it said Illuminate, it'd be busted. The fact that it's specifically putting Candlekins in keeps the card from being insane. I guess that's okay. I really, really like Light the Votives as a card, but I think it's better in controlling shells. Maybe I should go back to my idea of trying to make a blue-white deck with Light the Votives. I can make like a control-oriented deck with Light the Votives. We'll come back to that idea later. That's a brew for another time. So this weekend I'm actually going to be playing in the Hexa Bash again. So wish me luck there. What am I going to be playing? I don't quite know. Probably just Furiko again though, because I really like that deck. And I think that deck is really, really well positioned right now. I don't know. And also I just don't have to pay for the Bash because I get in free. And I hope that I can do better this time around. Because I had one on-stream match and just punted it over and over again with bad decisions. Or I guess you could argue they weren't bad decisions, but I got punished by variance. Alright, let's see what we got. We're going second. What champ is this? Put the chat down. I'd really love it if this chat just wasn't open all the time. Target troop gets +1 crush and invincible this turn for 8 shards. That's interesting. This hand is a no keeper because we physically cannot keep it. 1 shard into a guidance. Sure. That's a-okay. Skyon, so on 1 shard guidance, on 2 initiate. We have 3 turns to see a 3rd shard. Conscripted troop costs 2. That created troop gets speed. So Conscript, I believe, just makes a troop and puts it into his hand. Alright. It's on me. End our opponent's turn. Alright, we got a diamond shard. So we're gonna go guidance for a resource. Well, conquest, that means on 3 we can go on 2, on 3, on 4, which that's really good. Going 2, 3, 4. Hopefully we draw some other good stuffs, but our curve is looking pretty good. We're against a blood diamond deck. Okay. At start of his turn, my opponent's turn, they get an extra thing. Isn't this a green card normally? I'm uncomfortable seeing this with a red border. I'm pretty sure this card's green normally. I guess Conscript just makes whatever in your colors. Oh. We'll save that for turn 3. Get a ruby. Play Initiative Wax. Alright. And we will pass to our opponent. Now, this is going to probably be like a must answer for our opponent once they see it. Which I'm okay with them seeing this and being like, this is a must answer. They can drop a 4-drop this turn. Oh boy, that's not buena. Why do you have 5 charges? Oh, wait. Whenever he plays... Oh, shit. Swift strike in all zones. 5-1? Jesus. So whenever he plays an ardent troop... Oh, I don't like that. Not at all. Play this now. This is gonna be run out on 4. I'm not on 5. This is gonna come out. I think we're probably just gonna eat the 5 ball next turn. That, or we're gonna throw away our initiative wax to it. I don't know. I don't think the 5 ball is dangerous enough for me to block it just yet. So please do me a favor and miss your resource drop. Thank you. We'll take it. We have life that we can spare right now. I don't like it, but there are worse things that could be happening right now. I think right now what we want to do is we want to start establishing the board with Dorkos. Target troop can't block when that diligence is. Okay. That's a little frustrating, but that's a-okay. And deploy Creative Valor. When this card attacks Valor's troops you control, gain Swift Strike. Interesting. My opponent's playing is interesting, but I think because we can make a lot of cheapo throwaway troops, what they're doing is very minimal to us. So what we'll do, create a Candlekin. I think right now I just want to go wide with Candlekin. I want to put a bunch of potential blockers out that can kind of just eat some hits. So this is going to come out. I'm going to make 2. And we're going to make 2 more Candlekin. And I think I'm going to use my champ power and make the 4th. Right now, I'm perfectly fine waiting to make like an alpha strike. Because what I'll do next turn is I'll buff them by playing him, shield trigger, buffing my dudes, and then we'll swing, and I'll swing with all of them, and then we'll buff them again. I like that pretty good. Because it's going to force my opponent to make some really mediocre trades. I might be sacking off my initiative wax to preserve my life total. What are you doing? Yeah, he's gonna place the Valor on that dude. Figured as much. He's becoming invincible, of course. So, with him becoming invincible, I think what I want to do is block the 5. This has Crush, so blocking that just isn't worth it at this point. So we'll block to preserve our life total. This will put us to 13 off the block. We're not going to take anything out. We're just going to lose, straight up lose troops. That's all that's going to happen. But I'm pretty okay chumping here like this. There's a chance that our shard we draw is a slow shard. Oh my god. What is this nonsense? Alright, it's not a slow shard. So what we're gonna do, play my guy, make a Dorko, . Continue to combat. Swing with my dudes. Make another Dorko. So, what this should do is we should start burying our opponent in advantage at this point. So we're going to draw, if we don't draw a resource, I'm going to guidance for a resource and play that as my resource for turn. If we draw a resource, if it's a slow resource, we'll guidance for a non-resource and hopefully play it. Sure, one of our candles now has can't block. That's a-okay. This thing just has crush, so blocking this thing is just to get off the board. We're in a weird spot. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna move to declare blockers. Block here, block here, block here, and we'll block there. We'll block all the troops. This should take 2 with us. We're taking 5 damage from the attack, but we take 2 of their Dorkos out. 5/5 Swift Strike in all zones. Okay. Another 5/1 with Swift Strike in all zones. This is just fun. So we got a Decree of Banishing. That's pretty good actually. Do I still want to guidance for a resource now? I think I want to guidance for a non-resource. Because that'll allow me to play Big Stupid next turn. No. We're making a Candlekin no matter what. I think I want a guidance for a non-resource. Okay. I'm pretty happy with my decision making actually now. So we'll summon another Dorko to block with. We are going to get rid of that. 5-ball this thing. Leaves us with 2 things we need to block. Alright, use power. 5-ball that. We're going to continue to combat. Attack our opponent. Right now we'll make another candle. Because we want to keep our blocking forces up. That's the important thing. We want to keep our wall of candles up. This is so good because of just how well he keeps our blockers up. And if our opponent does try to like bolt him down with a bunch of spells, he'll just bury them in more candles. Continue to declare blockers. No reason to take damage. So just declare our blocks. Sure, we lose the trade. I'm fine with losing the trade right now. Alright, Crush, sacrifice a troop. That gets Rage 1. Okay, that's fine. He'll probably sacrifice that thing because that thing's done, like beyond unneeded now. So we'll initiate a wax. We'll create a candle. We're just gonna keep creating candles, honestly. Continue to combat. Attack. Summon a candle. At this point, I don't know if my opponent can actually stop me. 2 cards in hand. Sure, discard that to draw a card. Blood Shard. Is that what you needed, the Blood Shard? Alright, so we're gonna declare our blocks. Block. We'll block like that. I just don't want any damage slipping through. I don't know what my opponent could have planned. Oh, this has crush. That's stupid. That was dumb. So we're gonna take 6 damage. I would have wanted to put this in front of that if I'm worried about the crush. That was a mistake. I didn't realize this had crush until like now. And then we take 2 off that. That was really dumb and bad. If we don't draw resources, everything else in our deck, because it just keeps putting candles. So anything we draw at this... Each opposing champion sacrifices a troop. Sure. Well, Conquest. Hello, my friend. Summon a candlekin off your power. Buff the candlekins. Continue to combat. We'll attack with just this. And we'll further buff the candlekin. We're gonna be eating 2 damage from this, which that's fine. Because I don't know if my opponent can afford to swing all out with his Dorkos anymore. Oh. We're at 4. We're taking 2 from this. Sure. Puts a Valor. He's gonna give this thing Valorous. Well, you have a Valor in hand. What are you doing, dude? This is game 1 still, too. Oh, my opponent scoops it up. My opponent scoops it up. Let's go. Okay. All the really dangerous stuff was blood guys, so we'll bring those in. They had a bunch of weak Dorkos. So I want to bring the crackling magmas in, like things that just weren't tough in like the defensive part. Cut the light devotas because they just don't feel good. Nishida Wax is medium. Oh my god, those were amazing. I have not seen this card. Frickin' Flame Lick. Let's see. Runic Incandescence is very medium in my opinion, because all it does is it just illuminates 1. So just 3, 2. I think I'm happy with that. And select a sleeve. I had this sleeve selected before. I don't know why this deck wasn't showing up in it. Alright. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Yeah. The Lumagoths are doing work. This deck is so grindy. It's okay, so against decks that are fighting me on the ground, this deck can fight. This deck is like disgusting at fighting through decks that it's trying to fight on the ground. Alright, game 2 against this guy though. This might be our last game with this for the day. But this is really, really grindy and I like it. Or better put, this is our last match. I'm super duper happy with how this is going though. I like this deck a lot. There's definitely some changes that need to be made though. This champion's weird. It's not scary, just weird. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 resources. So we can redraw to 6. Is that it? Redraw to 5. Ooh. Our opponent's redrawn to 5 and they're on the go. So we'll keep this hand. We're gonna go ice on 1. Diamond into runic on 3. I mean on 2. Jeez. We're gonna hold on to this guidance and we're gonna save that for on 4. Get another resource. Our hand is pretty good with the our not resource cards in. God, I can't talk. Our hand is good right now in the way it stands. I'm very happy with the way this hand is shaped up. My opponent's a little light on cards. Unfortunate. Well, conquest. I think we'll do that and grab a diamond. We're gonna be able to be double diamond, double ruby. If we draw a resource, then we can make a second one of these Dorkos. Throw that out. Run her out. Okay. No, we do not. But that is a-okay. Resource into this. Let's get in for that 1 point of damage. That 1 point of damage is super relevant. I think our opponent missed a shard drop. Oh, that's unfortunate. Didn't miss it that time. On 3, what do you got for me, opponent? Unfortunately for them, on 4, we're going to start trying to take off. So we're going to guidance into a resource, which will make this recast itself. Going to give us 2 candlekin. Oh, we're going to get a candlekin for casting guidance. This is going to recast itself, giving us a 3rd candlekin from this effect, and then a 4th from its own effect. Blood favor is just going to draw cards, I assume. Yeah. Ooh. So guidance, make a candle. Fate Weaver resource. This recasts itself. Make a candle off the cast. Make a candle off the resolution. Play this. Now I can go boom. I think this is what I want to do. I want to make candle 5. And then now we're going to start buffing them. Now we're at 5 candles. Continue the combat. Swinging for 3. We have just a handful of 3/3 candles right now. Unfortunately for our opponent, we're just about to run away with this game. It's unfortunate. Okay. Ardent Allegiance deployed, deal 3 damage to target. True. He's gonna kill this. He should be killing the fuck out of this thing. Like, yes, that is your correct decision, sir. Because that is the card that just buried you. I don't see a singular reason for you to have not done that. Summon our big dumb dragon. Continue to combat. Hit that lovely F4 key. Make our candlekin bigger. And I don't think he has a successful block. And that was a pretty clean 2-0. Okay, after making my few small changes, I like this deck a lot better. I think the Groot deck is just a really not fun matchup in my opinion. Let's take a look at this bad boy. This is a lot of fun actually. Light Devotees just doesn't feel good and I don't know what to replace it with. I might just not have anything good to replace it with, and this is probably something that I'm just not thinking of because I don't know this game's card pool well enough. I just can't think of anything that synergizes super well right now. I'll see what I can find. I'll see what I can figure out. But God, this deck is actually really fun. These 8 cards on our top end are so good. Technically, this is just a 2-cost kill spell that throws itself back into the deck, and I love it because it kills almost anything that we deal with. So we have this dealing 5 damage to things to kill it. We have this dealing 3 damage to things to kill it. We have this straight up exiling stuff. And then we have all of our little dorkos that can just fight. It's pretty good, honestly. I need to look at this reserve a little bit more and figure out what I like and don't like. Not that anything was particularly bad, but I need to just kind of figure out what goes well in here. But this is definitely fun. I might do another video of this. I might do my Sapphire Ruby deck. Anyone watching this, do me a favor, leave me a comment which you would prefer to see. See you guys next time. Bye bye bye.